Okay, hi there. Today we have the part one topic of cars, which might go down with some of the boys, but maybe not some of the girls. But would that be following a gender stereotype? Maybe I'm wrong to do that. So anyway, we'll have a look at this anyway. So you don't need to be an expert on cars though to answer these topics. Okay, but we'll have a look at some vocabulary that might become useful. Okay, first question. Did you enjoy traveling by car when you were a kid? Well, for me, not really, because especially on long journeys, I got travel sick. I might feel nauseous on the journey and then want to throw up. So my dad or whoever was driving the car would have to pull over, and I would be vomiting on the pavement. It wasn't very pleasant, and had a few occasions like that. So I didn't travel very well over long distances. So yeah, I can't say I have that many happy memories of riding in a car when I was a kid. It was also a bit boring, and there was no internet back then. No game souls to play with. So we just played games like I Spy with My Little Lie, something beginning with the letter, and then you would just guess what they had. So games like that, but it was a bit tedious and also uncomfortable for me traveling by car. Okay, what types of cars do you like? Well, yeah, for me, of course, it'd be nice to have a sports car or a convertible, something to show off and have fun with, but they're not really practical because they normally only have two seats, and I have a family. So, so I need something with a bit of space, really. So something like an SUV would be ideal, so I could sit all my family in the car. And but yeah, I'm not too fussy what brand of car really, as long as it's reliable. Okay, so do you prefer to be a driver or a passenger? Well, if you're old enough to have a license, you might prefer to be a driver. You might be quite excited to get that license and then have the freedom of being a driver. Yeah, I think I tend to prefer to be a driver because then I'm in control. But sometimes I get annoyed with the traffic. If I'm a passenger, I can just look at my phone and forget about what's going on in the road. But I enjoy driving on long scenic journeys with beautiful scenery when I'm not in a hurry. But if I'm having to get to a meeting on time and I'm in a busy city, then I get frustrated with the traffic and I get a bit stressed. Okay, so next question. What do you usually do when there is a traffic jam? Well, I live in Indonesia, which is especially in Jakarta, a place where you get a lot of traffic jams, and you have to get used to it in a way. But yeah, I will listen to music, perhaps. That's one thing, or play on my phone, or just look out of the window. But also, I might have a look at Google Maps, and it might show me if there's traffic on that app, and then how long it will take to get to my destination. So, and it might also explain why there's traffic. There might have been a road accident or something like that. So, but yeah, I think the main thing is just to listen to music. But if I'm driving, I can't really look at videos. I've still got to look at the road. Okay. Do you think the color of a car is important? Well, it's not that important, but I think white color cars get a bit dirty and will probably need a cleaning more regularly. Some colors like bright yellow or bright green look a bit garish. They'll stand out a bit. Perhaps they don't look so classy. But yeah, I think the color of a car is not the most important thing, really. What's important is how well the engine performs and how comfortable the car is to drive and or to be a passenger in. Okay, will I buy an expensive car in the future? Well, it's not my priority. I think it's not really a good investment because cars depreciate. They go down in value over time, usually. And if you have an expensive car, you get worried that there'll be damage to the car. And because the traffic's a bit crazy in Indonesia, that's more likely to happen. So, so yeah, having an expensive car might also mean you pay higher tax on the car as well. And so for me, it's not a priority, but it would be nice if I had surplus cash. Maybe I would buy an expensive car just to treat myself. Okay, so we'll just have a look at some extra vocabulary. Sports utility vehicles are multi-seater cars, four-wheel drives. They're quite powerful, excellent for families or off-the-road driving cars. Like the what one I can think of is the Mitsubishi Pajero is one, or the is it the Fortuner, Honda Fortuner, I think, or something like that, or Toyota. But yeah, they are quite sturdy. A crossover is built like a car but styled like an SUV, but they prioritize fuel efficiency and passenger comfort and all-weather capability. So they're not quite as powerful as the SUVs. So the car I have now, a Nissan Grand Lavina, is a bit like that, really. But yeah, they can also sit moldy seats, but it's a bit more economical on the petrol. A minivan, yeah, or a multi-purpose vehicle um, is good if you have a business. You want to um, prioritize perhaps moving things around, but it can also be good for a large family. And then a pickup truck, very useful if you have a farm or perhaps a business that requires you to move heavy duty things as well. Then we've got some vocabulary here for more stylish cars like the Coupe, who's quite sleek, a convertible, which can you can remove the hard top of the to make it a soft top for open air driving on a nice sunny day. And then sports cars for showing off, really, like the Ferrari or the Lamborghini. Okay, and then yeah, now it's more common to have EVs, electrical vehicles, but hybrids are the what can it's a combination of an EV and internal combustion engine. Okay, so they're the types of cars. Hope that's useful, and I'll see you in the next video.